This is Sandhya. I'm back with another chapter. Dear children, democracy produces an accountable, responsive, and legitimate government. So, a democracy is concerned with ensuring that people have the right to choose their rulers and have control over the rulers. When possible and necessary, citizens should be able to participate in decision making in a democracy. So, democracy ensures that decision making is based on norms and procedures. A citizen has the right and the means to examine the process of decision making. Dear children, so democracy entails transparency. Dear children, today we will continue with political life of class 10th and the chapter which we will discuss is outcomes of democracy. Let us move on to the topic. In this chapter, you will learn how to assess the outcomes of democracy and you will get to know the expected and actual outcomes of democracy in various respects such as quality of government, economic well-being and inequality, social differences and conflicts, and finally freedom and dignity. So, in this session, I have covered all the aspects of democracy in a short and concise format. So, go through this video lecture to get an overview of this chapter. Today's our topic, outcomes of democracy. Dear children, we begin by thinking about how to access the outcomes of democracy. After some clarity on how to think on this subject, we proceed to look at the expected and actual outcomes of democracy in various respects. Our final verdict positive but qualified. Let us discuss about how do we assess democracy's outcomes. Democracy is the better form of government when compared with dictatorship or any other alternative. Dear children, democracy is a better form of government than dictatorship. Why? Because democracy promotes equality among all citizens and democracy enhances the dignity of the individual and democracy improves the quality of decision making. Only democracy provides a method to resolve conflicts and democracy allows room to correct mistakes. Dear children, in a democracy, people have the right to choose their rulers and people will have control over them. Whenever possible and necessary, citizens should be able to participate in decision making that affects them all. It is a right to expect democracy to produce a government that follows procedures and is accountable to people. Dear children, democratic government develops for citizens regular and free and fair elections. Not only this, open public debate on major publics and legislations. Dear children, and citizens' right to information about the government and its functionings. So, now the question arises, democracy produces accountable, responsive and legitimate government. Let us discuss about that. The most basic outcomes of democracy should be that it produces a government that is accountable to the citizens and responsive to the needs and expectations of the citizens. Dear children, people have the right to choose their rulers and they have control over their rulers. So, citizens can participate in decision making. Thus, democracy produces a government that is accountable to the citizens and responsive to the needs and expectations of the citizens. So, democracy ensures that decision making is based on norms and procedures. So, a citizen who wants to know if a decision was taken through the correct procedure can find out this information. Not only this, citizens can take part in decision making whenever they want. A democratic government is the people's own government. Not only this, people wish to be ruled by representatives elected by them. Now, the question arises economic growth and development. Let us discuss about that. The inability of democracy to achieve higher economic development worries us, but this alone cannot be the reason to reject democracy. Dear children, uh, the relationship of democracy with economic growth and economic equalities. It is one view. Then, what is the reason? Economic development depends on several factors like the country's population, size, and global situations. Not only this, cooperation from other countries, economic priorities adopted by the country. These are the examples. So, there is a significant difference in the rates of economic growth between countries under dictatorship and democracy. So, democracy is preferred as it has several positive outcomes. So, now the question arises, what are the economic outcomes of democracy? Let us discuss about that. The inability of democracy achieves higher economic development worries us, but this alone cannot be the reason to reject democracy. Dear children, uh, dictatorial regimes has had a slightly better record of economic growth, but when we compare their records only in poor countries, there is virtually no difference. There can be a very high degree of inequalities with democracies. There is often inequality of opportunities available to the poorer section of the societies. Reduction of inequality and poverty. Perhaps more than development, it is reasonable to expect democracies to reduce economic disparities. Dear children, in individuals all have equal weight in electing representatives. So, in the process of bringing individuals into the political arena on an equal footing, we find growing economics inequalities because a small number of ultra rich enjoys a high disproportionate share of wealth and income. So, their share is the total income of the country has been increased. So, those at the bottom strata of the society have very little to depend upon. Their incomes have been declining. So, in actual life, democracies do not appear to be very successful in reducing economic inequalities. Let us discuss about that. Accommodation of social diversity. It will be fair expectation that democracy should produce a harmonious social life. Dear children, no society can fully and permanently resolve conflicts among different groups. But we can learn to respect these differences and we can evolve mechanisms to negotiate the differences. So, democracy is the best suited to produce this outcome. Their children ability to handle social differences, divisions and conflicts is a plus point of democratic regimes. But democracy must fulfill two conditions in order to achieve these outcomes. What are the first one? The majority always need to work with the minority so that government functions to represent the general view. What are the other one? Rule by majority means that in case of very decisions or in case of very elections, different persons and groups may and can form a majority. Dignity and freedom of citizens. Democracy stands much superior to any other forms of government in promoting dignity and freedom of the individual. Dear children, democracy stands much superior to any other form of government in promoting the dignity and freedom of the individual. So, the passion for respect and freedom are the basis of democracy. Let's take the case of the dignity of women. Dear children, the long struggle by women have created some sensitivity that respect and equal treatment of women are necessary ingredients of a democratic society. So, the same is true of caste inequalities. Democracy in India has strengthened the claims of the disadvantaged and discriminated caste for equal status and equal opportunity. Dear children, most individuals today believe that their vote makes a difference to the way the government is run and to their own self-interest. Democratic examinations never gets over. As it passes one test, it produces another test. So, as people get some benefits of democracy, they ask for more and want to make democracy even better. So, the fact that people are complaining is itself a testimony to the success of democracy. So, dear children, dignity of women, the one way to ensure that women related problems get advocated attention is to have more women as elected representatives. Isn't it so? To achieve this, it is legally binding to have a fair proportion of women in the elected bodies. Dear children, Panchayati Raj in India has reserved 1/3 seats in local government bodies for women. In March 2010, the Women's Reservation Bill was passed in the Rajya Sabha, ensuring 33% of reservation for women in Parliament and state legislature. Dear children, democracy has strengthened the claim of disadvantaged and discriminated caste. When the government of formed political parties usually take care that representatives of different castes and tribes find a place in it. So, some political parties are known to favor some castes, and democracy provides for equal status and opportunities for all castes. Not only this, democracy transforms people from the status of a subject into a citizen, and a democracy ensures that people will have the right to choose their rulers and people will have control over the rulers. So, dear children, a citizen has the right and the means to examine the process of decision making. Dear children, there is transparency in a democracy like India. Dear children, in October 2005, the Right to Information RTI law was passed, which ensures all its citizens the right to get all the information about the functions of the government departments. Dear children, finally, democracy is a better form of government than others. Why? Because based on the idea of deliberation and negotiation, thus the necessary delay in implementation, and decisions are acceptable to people and are more effective. The children, a citizen has the right and the means to examine the process of decision making. There is a transparency in democracy. Dear children, democratic government is legitimate government, people's own government. Not only this, there is a inability of democracy to achieve higher economic growth, which is a cause of worry. But ability to handle differences, divisions, and conflicts is a positive point of democratic regimes. Dear children, democracy has strengthened the claims of the disadvantaged and discriminated caste for equal status and equal opportunities. Last but not least, dear children, believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside you that is greater than anything. Dear children, many people dream of success, but few work up and work for it. It is for you to decide whether you want to be only a dreamer or an achiever. Dear children, to initiate is tough, to wake up from laziness is difficult, but once you make your first step, you find it interesting. Learning will continue. Stay tuned for more video lectures on social science. Have a nice day. Thank you.